Yo, what's good everyone? MJO23Dan. So you've probably seen a bunch of reviews on the Air Jordan 13 Gray Toe that released this past Saturday. I got my pair at Chic in Stockton, $184.99. Our sales tax is about 9%, so be prepared for next year. This is about $190, $200 for a pair of retros. It's crazy, man. But anyways, just want to get into the shoes. I'm not gonna do a full review on them. I kind of just want to give you my opinion on them and then just a quick story. So basically, Nightwing had already fully done a great review on the Air Jordan 13 Gray Toe. As you know, this is the original color from the 97 release, and it was a sample, and it had that gray tongue, but as you know, the retro of 2005 did not have the gray tongue. It had a white leather tongue. This, I believe, also the toe was nubuck, and it was also a maroon colorway. This is a red suede or true red, and the midsole is not suede, and there's only probably a handful of Air Jordan 13s that do not have suede on the midsole, particularly the Altitude 13s, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the white metallic Jordans, and they're the all white Air Jordan 13. But anyways, it's a classic shoe. I'm glad to have this in the collection, and just give you some shots. I guess the reason why they didn't have the suede on the midsole is because of the bleeding. And let me go ahead and pull out a similar colorway to show you what bleeding actually looks like onto the pods and on the outsole. Alright, so here is the OG Air Jordan 13 in the white and red colorway, with the nice red suede on the midsole. But you'll also notice the bleeding happening. So their discoloration from the red suede bleeds onto the white leather. It also is apparent onto the pods on the outsole, the Herringbone Traction. It's pretty crazy how it just goes down all the way. But this is what happens, and even you can see a little bit right there onto the Jumpman right there. But just want to do a quick comparison here with the two. So you'll notice the perforations are bigger on the OG. Here are the holograms. Of course, the OG is going to be a little fogged up. You can get that out with a hair dryer, just directly on there. Here's the toe. So on the retros, you will notice that when you flip it down, it says 13. But on the OGs, it does not have that. Okay. Still says Jordan though. And then here are the side-by-side comparisons. Here's your OG. Okay. Alright, so story time. The Gray Toe Jordan 13. Back in 2005 is when we last saw this colorway with the white tongue. My mom was hanging out with her cousin, my aunt, at the time, and she was able to get on the naval base in San Diego. And she saw one of these, and she knew that I was into Air Jordans and stuff, but at the time I was only concentrating on collecting Jordans of original colorways. This, of course, at that time I didn't know that it was an original colorway, but more so that the Jordans that MJ wore on court is what I primarily concentrated on. So anyways, my mom saw this pair at the Navy Exchange. She telling me, hey, you know, this sneaker's on sale. It's this color, this color. She couldn't, like, you know, send me a text or anything like that with pictures because they didn't have, you know, iPhones back then. The iPhone came out in 2007. So I was asked out. I had to visually think about what pair that was that she was trying to describe. And so I think I jumped online and then or pulled out an East Bay magazine or something. And I saw the shoe and I was like, not feeling it. I don't know why, but you know, I passed on it. Usually when things go to the exchange, there's no tax on them. Retail was about $150 for the shoe, and the sneaker was on sale for, I believe, $85. So can you imagine this pair right now, as you saw on the receipt, $200, whereas at the Navy Exchange it was on sale, no hype, nobody cared for it, 80 something bucks. Really? Anyways, I'm glad to have that back in the collection. That's just a little quick story that I had about this color. And yeah, I just wish, you know, everything else is on point. I love the shoe. I just wish it had that red suede. You know, of course, Jordan Brand wanted to correct that, so they put the Phylon, or they painted the Phylon red and went with it. So, anyways, those are the sneakers. And we'll see what the remaster series brings us next year. Alright, it's MJo, 23Dan. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.